Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be testing out a new route, a new line. So that's going to head it from the oil field here out to the oil refinery, kind of a back channel route that I've been looking to do for quite a while, but I've never gotten around to doing it. So today we are here, Green Ruby Basin. Got a couple more locomotives out here. We've been running multiple loads to get back to some oil so that I actually had some to deliver to test out the new run. So finally got there, and it is time to do the video for today. So yeah, there you can go. You can see the logos. We had to bring the 10 mile or the Mason bogie out here to run some pipes, had to run some tools, all that to get going back into the oil side. So we're finally done and ready to go. As you can see, we broke off from, this used to just attach over to this rail, and now it goes out on its own. So without further ado, we are gonna run. Bring it out of the station here, or a loading area. I guess not much of a station out here, but bring it off the docks. Go ahead and bump that up a little bit. Hopefully this train is going to have the oomph to do it. We definitely increased our grade a little bit. As you can see, we still have an open-ended track. This one is not totally, the route is not totally done yet, but it should be in functioning order, which is kind of the thing of the day, is to see here if we have enough power to get up the new grade, and if it's going to work before we finish putting in, looped ends and stuff like that. This is kind of designed to be an independent oil run. Sure seems like the train's taking off like crazy, so that's kind of the idea back here, is to just get oil to where it can run in its own loop without interfering with the ironwork stuff too much. But where it's not done yet, we still are running through part of the ironworks track, but won't be in the long run. Just kind of excited to get down here and test out this new run through the valley. Really like the way that the track came out back here, or at least the way that, quite frankly, that the map looks back here. Kind of like this loop, this valley. It's part of the map that I haven't ever gotten to use before or utilize. So now kind of getting that chance is pretty cool. Most of the track we were able to hold pretty flat. Did end up with this one little piece of bridge work through here just to get over the dip that's in here. There are several dips and little mounds, but you can find a pretty flat track through it if you look for it. It's definitely what I did, was just kind of go where I could find the nice flat ground. It's kind of a ridge of flat ground as you come through here, because some of this dips off and does different things. Like you'll see here, there's mounds and stuff like that back here, but it makes for a nice run. We hop out of here and go on the map. This is the loop that we are running from the oil field to the refinery. So there we go. Idea is going to be whether it works or not. That's up for debate. Hopefully it's going to work. A little bit of tall grass there. We did turn around and end up having like a little partial 1 degree-ish climb, excuse me, is the word I'm looking for, in here, and then part of it does just go down at like a half a percent grade to get back down flat. We just tried to keep it nice and low as we went along. bridge, groundwork, all of the above. There is a little section here that had to be the number 2 groundwork, just because this is too high, obviously, there for number 1 groundwork. But for the most part, I would say it was a fairly easy track to lay. I think the hardest part was kind of finding the place to keep it flat, because there is a lot of undulation in the ground over here, if you will. So definitely have a few more trees to cut down and widen it out, get a little better view of things as we go. But I do think this provides some pretty cool views of the mountains. So we'll spin around and take a look as we head through. Just kind of a neat place to lay a track and something new. So that's what we did. I'm kind of digging it. Makes for a nice backdrop, if you will, I find. And it's definitely a new layout, like new lay for the for the line anyway. I've never had a track over here, so kind of happy to actually have used that part of the map now. This part is where we're going to have to step it up, because this bridge is now quite a bit steeper than it used to be. It used to run way back to the start of that little valley there. So hopefully it still climbs that, which it seemed to. Now it's on the turn, which is honestly the old track. We only relayed up until where it starts to curve. So it definitely is going to do it no problem. Sure, we can still add quite a few cars. There's a good look at the valley that we just came through over there on that side. Again, just, you know, strictly for fun. All I do is track flip. We got it. Now can I get back in the loco is going to be the question. Give me the door. Alright, there we go. Totally didn't need to slam on the brake, but did it anyway. At least we got the switch flipped, so that's cool. Coming into our very easy drop off. This is where things are still yet to change, because now this, instead of running down and intersecting or, you know, running into that other line, I'm going to turn around and put a loop in here to bring it back on itself, so the oil run can just be one unto itself. Pretty much will be cutting the Ruby Basin off, this one anyway, from the rest of the line, as there's no real point in having it anywhere else. Don't use it anywhere else, so I'm sure we'll put some access to coal and water along its route as well. Probably out of the oil fields, so that it can be dropped off by other trains and fuel this side. Will be the idea. Just haven't got there yet. Wanted to make sure that it all worked before we turned around and went and laid a bunch of infrastructure for something that may not work, but it looks like it's gonna, so pretty happy with that. Definitely like the view. Back to making a little bit of money, so we should be able to pick up another locomotive sometime soon, so that's going to be good. And as you can see, getting back to a little bit of oil in the tank, as it has been plumb dry. But there we go. There's, for the most part, that's going to be the new oil route. Like I said, still going to do loops on the end, so we're just going to kind of close it off so it can do its own thing. But I think with that, we're definitely going to call that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.